I'm sorry. I
We're
love
talking
you,
about you.
Okay, we're live now. So let's see if we.
All right, can everybody hear us?
Okay, it's pulled me up this time. I think it might work. I have faith. All right. Let's try this again. Edit privacy. Go
Where
public.
were we? We were saying how cool I am or something.
And we're saying how
You
better.
like your hairdo.
Okay.
Easy on my hair.
Probably because it's fake.
Try this again. Let's get everybody back in here. Share it out. Whole 9 yards.
That hair wouldn't survive in a hurricane.
Alrighty, guys. Now that we sound a lot better, can you guys do me a big favor and hit that like button and then share it out, tag some people? Because when you have a crap show start out at the beginning, it's really hard to get that momentum back. So if you guys help us, that would be great. Where'd you go, Blaine? You good?
Yeah, I am. I just handling something here real quick.
Got to put some product in that hair to keep it, for a long time.
He's getting a haircut.
He's putting that gel in there.
Rip my headpiece.
Didn't pay his internet. Ninja, you're done, dude. Did anybody see that comment? Just read it. Keep it in your head when
Paul,
you see it.
You know I need that.
Bro, I just got hosed. Nobody even knows this yet. All right, it looks like
we're gonna pull out the Batman mask.
All right, it looks like we're starting to pick up some momentum here. It's still going up, guys. Listen,
if you pull out the Batman mask, we will get 100 views easily.
Gotham needs me, bro.
Hey, speaking of the Batman, how long did it take you to cut out that ball part?
Wait, what?
The ball part and the mask.
All right, next joke. Let's keep going.
We're moving on here. We're
Big
moving on
boomer
here.
energy here, this guy.
Big boomer energy. All right, guys, listen. We got some good stuff to talk about today, although everything pulled off my screen. We'll start with this one. I want to talk about this for a minute. Okay?
Woo!
I want to talk about it. Listen, I want everybody right now to tag Matthew Brown. He's probably in there sanding his build right now, but I'm going to need everybody to tag Matthew Brown.
Yeah.
I want him in the comment sections. I want to see what he's got to say. Because, dude, this right here is insane. Okay? This is a dumb, loud build that is going to hurt a lot of feelings, and it's going to rip a lot of hair off, like Blaine. Blaine ain't going to have no hair left. Okay? So what are your guys' thoughts on this? What do you think?
I think
can't wait to see how it performs.
Well, one thing that I feel like Matt is really well known for going to shows is demoing with both doors open. And my concern with it now being a 6 order is, will it still be as capable as far as demoing both doors open without having issues unloading?
You are correct about that.
And I only say that I love the fact that he demos both doors open. It's a whole vibe when you walk by, and it's just sucking people into the doors,
Yeah.
I think anytime Matthew's involved, though, it's just a vibe on its own.
Yeah.
I feel like he is a vibe. Here's the thing that I think is really cool. I love the 1 amp per sub combo, because if he pops an amp or a sub at the same time, however that may go, you just plug a hole and keep going.
Is that what you've heard? 1 amp per sub?
Yeah, he's doing 16 Salt 6s.
Yeah, he already announced it.
Where are they going?
Yeah.
Hey, look, you can make anything fit.
Where's the batteries going?
Everybody listen, we got 40 of you guys watching this right now, and I've got 2 people tagging Matthew. I need more people tagging Matthew Brown. I've got questions. That need to be answered. Where are you going to put 16 6Ks? On the roof?
And then the batteries to support it.
I got a feeling batteries are going to go in the spare tire well.
Speaking of him, look at the man, the
Matthew Brown. Matthew, would you like to hop on here for a minute if you're not busy? If not, I'm just going to ask you questions. You can let us know in the chat.
He'll probably do it from the shower or something with all those pictures and stuff.
That's how you break 100 views, dude. I'll listen.
In bed.
The idea of the on a trailer behind it, I could see that.
Get me on. Oh, snap. It's coming in your messenger, dog. I got you.
Dude, hey, chill. You guys know his swag. He's got that hairstyle. He's about to come in here, and you think we got big views with Big Jeff.
Oh, dude, this is about to break the internet. Well, listen, we thought Blaine had luscious hair. This guy's got a luscious locks, dude.
Dude, I got to go by and see him while he was on break from work before the TCP show a few weeks ago.
Big Jeff?
No. Matt Brown.
Oh, my apologies.
And Matt was he was in his work attire. He had his shit kickers on. Listen, there's a reason why this man sells so much furniture. He's out there dripping testosterone.
Is he really?
He's dripping testosterone. I'm telling you.
Did you walk out with any furniture by chance?
Well, he wasn't going to sell me on anything. I'm too broke. I spent all my money on other
Justin
dumb stuff.
Irby put, not sure if he was BSing or not. Well, we're gonna find out here in about 2 seconds, dude. We're gonna get that juicy information. We're gonna get it from the horse's mouth. Look, he's putting on his fancy shirt on right now too.
Yeah, he's doing his hair. He's putting a little pomade in his hair.
He might sell us a few pieces of furniture while he's at it.
Well, okay, so here's my first thing. He said he's going to go NSV sixes. Are you guys excited about the NSV sixes?
Not if they're inverted, yes. If they're not inverted, no.
As someone who's ran NSV sixes, no. I wish he would wait and go with ZV7s because I'm excited to see what those are going to do with more throw, with more motor force. It would be heavy as hell with that many subs, but it would be really exciting to see.
Yeah,
I'm okay with the NSV sixes if he's showing them booties off because that would look good.
Dude,
and that's when they perform the best, though.
Just imagine him having ZV7s with gold motors. Look at all that gold potential in there.
That is a good.
Yeah.
Point. I wonder what color he's going to paint the inside of it.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna have lights in there for sure. I like the light design he did last time because the lights reacted to the sound. I really enjoyed that part.
Dude, okay, who was this? I can't see the name.
ZV7s would be heavy. They're like 116 pounds a piece.
Somebody also put in oh shit. Guys, get ready. The man himself. Look at these luscious locks here. We're bringing him on.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
what is going on, man?
What up, dude? I'm going crazy over here, man. I'm going crazy.
We're about to buy mattresses. We didn't even know it.
I'm still at work, by the way. I'm about to close up the store, so yeah.
Listen, tell me, because we got this nice build pulled up here, but I want to know, what is your sales pitch on a mattress? What's your opening line?
Dude, I don't sell product knowledge. I sell health on it. That's all I do.
Oh, snap.
I sell within. No one cares about the product knowledge. They just want to know how it's going to benefit their better night's sleep and their health. That's all they do. So,
dude, look at that. That is so refined. That's how he sells you right there. No bullshit.
Dude, you spend most of your life in your bed.
Yeah, you spend a third of your life in the bed. So, some people come in here and want to buy this lavish $10,000 bedroom set and want to buy a $500 mattress. I'm like, nah, don't put the money into the bedroom set. Buy the nicer mattress, you know.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just bought a brand new mattress a few months back. Really nice one. I told the lady right up front when I walked in. I said, I don't care about cost. I want a mattress that's going to be comfortable. I'm gonna sleep well in. She upsold me real quick. She took me to a really expensive one right off the bat. I loved it. We bought it. Then she tried to upsell me on some pillows.
Oh, the pillows are where it's at.
I didn't realize pillows were that expensive.
100% correct.
Yeah, but you got to realize if you take a pillow, and I do this during a demonstration. If you take a regular size pillow and put it at the head of the bed, and you flip it 4 times, you'll realize only 3/4 of your body's on the mattress. The other 25% of your body's on a pillow. So a pillow plays just as much importance of your sleep as the mattress. You know what I mean? So.
All right, you're not going to get me with that, okay? I'm not going to buy a pillow.
Look at it, dude. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I need to do better, like, with my sleep habits, dude. Like, I'm failing myself.
That's why you don't have a build like this right here.
Dude, like,
Drew Jones just commented on here and put, boy, I got me $150 pillow that weighs 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Boy, wait. Nah, dude. I'm getting them 2 specials at Sam's Club.
Oh, my God.
Dude, come on.
Always.
Look, yes.
I see the bill. I see y'all got the bill blasted on the back.
Yeah, so we got to have a conversation here, buddy, okay? Because you're not going to break the internet and then ghost everyone. Not letting it happen. Not on my watch. So the first question we all have got to know is, are you really doing 16 6Ks in this build?
Yes, I'm doing 16 NSV6s, dual 2s. They're going to be wired at 1 ohm, but it'll be so safe to play. That's why I'm doing it, really.
Yep.
Plenty
of power on tap.
Yeah, I'll have plenty of power on tap. I'm gonna throw 4 to 5K to each sub, and I'll still have the power on tap. Hell, if I rise 4-time rise, I'm still gonna put 4,000 watts in the subs.
Yep.
And I'm putting 990s under the truck. It's already locked. I'm putting 990s under the truck and just busting it together, building it in. Britt's doing the casing for it under the truck tomorrow, and then I crawl inside tomorrow, start doing all the a little bit of paint and body work that I got to do left, and then go ahead and really paint it. But yeah, it'll have 990s underneath it. It'll have 8 salt 6Ks on the back of the wall, and it is tight, but I got room for fans and everything else. Britt took my space away for my stunt wall, because y'all know I like to put a little stunt wall on the back, but I don't have that space no more. And then I'm putting 2 6Ks side by side, then stacked on each rear door, and then just want to power everything up underneath the truck.
It's gonna be tight.
Where's the mid amp gonna go?
Sure. I've cut all the metal out of the rear hatch, all the metal out of the rear doors. It's just a shell, just to make everything fit. But no, I'm not driving that thing no more. I'm trailing it everywhere, so why not? I didn't expect to go this big. It's just I was going to do 12 15s, and Britt was like, "Well, man, damn, Duncan's got 12 15s." I was like, "Fuck," then I'll do 14. And then it's like, well, fuck, Sparky's got 15, so now I don't want to copy Sparky and do 15-15. I don't want to be in the middle of the two. And I love them to death. Just put it in the drawer. I love them both to death. We all demo and go to shows together.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like, fuck, I'm just going to add the extra sub and let's see what we could do. So
I'm just going to outshine and outstun them. Love them to death. Throw that in there, but I'm going to outshine them.
No, not really that, man. Because we're all a team, really. You know what I mean? They put Sparky and Duncan pushed me. I was the smallest one out of the batch. And they talk shit and joke around but Salt Shaker had a good run for 5 years. Went from ZV5s, ZV6s, Bank Shade. It's just did good, man. But Drew Jones designed a unicorn when he did that box, because that box played flawlessly, man. And I was throwing 5K to each sub, 4 to 5K on each sub then. And then let's see, I cut the front loading wall out so I can get in and out of it. Once I did that, that's when I really start not caring about tearing subs up. My fat ass could get into it to change them. But man, I just is coming up on the end of the year. I've had this enclosure in there forever. I loved it. It was emotional taking it out, because man, that enclosure made that truck. And it was Salt Shaker, the OG Salt Shaker, and
100%. So my question for you is, what's the goal with this build? Is it a low-end monster, or is it going to do both?
It's one of 65 at 20, hopefully.
Okay.
Jeez.
That's huge.
That's the goal.
Before you came in here, I was saying that one thing that I was just concerned about with it, and it's not my build, I don't know why I'm concerned, but I see you at shows all the time, and you do one thing that I really like, and that's you demo with both doors wide open, and you suck people into those doors when they walk by.
Yeah, I like demoing with both doors open, because it's like a whole vibe. Everybody sees it, they hear it. It's still windy. It's still a strong demo, and I like doing doors open. But when I'll probably so I don't fuck up the cabin too much, I'll probably play door shut, windows down.
Yeah.
And then if I want to get spicy with it, I'll seal up the passenger side and just go from there like that.
Yeah, I know I saw your build at, I want to say it was Made of Steel is when I noticed it. Your passenger door had really caught some hell and was hanging on for dear life.
Yeah. We'll have to see, man. I got 4 layers of Vibraflex, Sundown Vibraflex in it. And I thought about pouring it, but if I poured it, then I didn't want to pour it just for the show, because I'm going to extreme it eventually.
Yeah, that was my next question. When is that going to be the next step?
After Ruckus, I'll put the extreme windshield in it just to see how it does, and I want to try and keep it as stockish as possible.
Nah, dude.
But
go for it all the way. Just do it. You won't
You're gonna
regret
be
it.
Joel Sparky launching windshields, having to have people on rotisserie with windshields.
I know, but I like the van because the van's still there too, y'all. Like I was going to do the van extreme, and then still make this just a stupid daily street beater. Like I like getting in my truck and driving it to work and on a Saturday and playing it gently on the way there because it's so early in the morning, but at night just beat the fucking brakes off of it and not care. You know what I mean? So like I still want to be able to enjoy it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Dude, listen, I'm really excited for this. When you posted it, I heard there was chatter in the audio industry that Mr. Matthew Brown was going to come out with his little dang-a-lang swinging in the air. And when the pictures dropped, I was like, "Oh, that's what they were queuing up. That's gangster." Because I mean, dude, this is huge. Like, it's
dude,
amazing.
man, super grateful for fucking Britt, y'all. Diablo, dude, he is a hustler. He's a go-getter. He wants the best for the best. You know what I mean? Like he wants the best in the best, and he doesn't half-step shit. And then when he told me he's like, we're doing 16, I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'll do 16 on 8 6Ks. And then we were like, fuck no, let's do 8Ks. And then I was like, dude, I got all these 6. Come on, baby. What's the potty? I still got all these 6Ks. So I'll just put them all in the salt shaker.
Dude,
And that's how that came together.
You know, something that kind of goes with our topic tonight of joining audio teams, but also joining the audio teams as far as manufacturing teams like Team Sundown and Team Phi. You've been on Team Sundown for a good while now, right?
No, I just got on it.
Closely associated with Sundown, at least.
Yeah, man, that's family to me out there. Every one of them out there. It's just because it's like I can go out there and not even have to talk audio. We can go out there and I just go out there and like we each take turns buying each other lunch. We go out like a group, like Dave Lee, Brian, Jake, Brandon, David, like everybody. Like we all go out and just take turns and have just like hang out, man. Because this doesn't like just because they work at Sundown, they don't want to talk audio every day. You know what I mean? Like. So it's just cool to be able to sit around the table and talk about your family and your goals and what vacation you're doing and what you're excited about and just, just health stuff and just it's cool.
Be yourself, be you
life.
with your friends.
Man, yeah, dude. Like I tell everybody, man, I'm me for me. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not sucking your dick. If you don't like me for me, then fuck you. I don't need you. That's just how it is, bro. Come on, baby. But yeah, man, it's just fun, dude. I'm excited for the new build. I know there's some other big builds coming out too. Yeah, I'm excited. This should be come on, baby, come here. Come this way, baby.
So with you being a whole vibe, going to all the shows that you go to, being that close with all those guys, you got to have something in the works as far as something Salt Shaker Edition, right?
What's that now?
So you got to have something in the works that's Salt Shaker Edition. Kind of like Steve Duncan's got the SDDNs. You got to have something in the pipeline.
I don't know.
You need like a pepper shaker, like a pepper sub or something like that.
I know
he's got a badass bass knob.
Man, I destroyed that. Well, I'm doing a single out head unit and everything for the truck. I got a lot of stuff in the work for it, man. I'm excited to show.
Hell yeah.
But
I can't wait. This is gonna be a good ruckus for sure.
Oh, dude. So in the background here, I got this video playing here because this is one of the things I wanted to talk about, and it's kind of cool that we got Matthew in here. We can also get his input on it. It takes a lot to be on a team. Like it's a commitment, and like Matthew was saying, like you share your personal life with these guys. Like they're family, and you're committed to them. And so the slideshow here shows just a couple teams throughout the industry, not all of them because goodness gracious, it'd be a 90-minute video, but just a couple of them to highlight. And I just want you guys to understand how important it is to find a good team that you mesh with and then stick with them because it's going to make your time in this hobby a lot better. And I know Robert's had experience on multiple teams. I know that Matthew's been on multiple teams. I know Blaine's been on teams. So have I. And you build relationships, Blaine, what has been one of your best parts about being on a team? I'm just curious to get your thoughts on this.
Just man, everybody having each other's back. You know, it's just if something needs to get done, we all dive in it. You know, and just like I just recently left Elite Euro.
Oh, I didn't know that. Whoa, I did
Yeah.
not know that.
Yeah, I left Elite Euro. I just had a change and shift, and ain't no love lost except for like 2 people. But it just Josh and Chris, I don't have a problem with them. And Gay, like it's just this shit that you know I didn't agree with, so I left. But it's not a bad team, you know. I just I wasn't for it, you know. But me, Britt, and Christian started a team, and come here, baby. I'll get you some. Come on, baby. I'll get you some water.
You and Jacob got a lot of similarities from our last live stream. It's kind of great.
There you go, baby. Are you done? All right, let's rock and roll. All right, let's go. Door shut down.
Right.
But man, what I like about the team is that we travel together, we eat together, we tear shit up together, we build together, and everybody just shoots like straight, dude. Like everybody, like we have a goal to build some of the biggest, baddest, nastiest shit out there. You know, and we know there's people out there bigger and badder, but we want to build some crazy shit that like people are going to know Team Audio Freak. You know what I mean? And that's not me trying to swing my dick or nothing, but that's our goal to just bring some of the biggest, baddest builds in the audio industry right now.
Dude,
that's the goal.
I hope that more teams get on board with that mentality, because I know in TCP we're really getting on that type of wavelength as far as
100%.
Shows.
Y'all definitely are.
We're wanting to be a unit.
I love everybody on TCP.
But what I'm saying though is I want it to be a unit mentality of every team out there is thinking the same way. Like we're going to go to these shows and we're going to show out.
Yeah, dude.
Each of these shows, because we're going to all elevate each other to do better, to have better builds each year.
It's a blow or go moment. When you're at a big show like Sundown, you got people that have traveled a fucking distance to hear these trucks.
Right.
And everybody's like, "Oh, you're sandbagging." Like I sandbag, but I felt like a decent demo. Go get your blanket, baby.
I haven't seen anyone complain. I mean, you may have because it's your build, but I've never seen anyone walk away and say, "Man, he's sandbagging."
He turn it up. Go get him, please.
Jay sandbags all the time.
Dude, if I sandbag, I'm sick or something. Something's wrong, dude. I go balls to the walls. I give those little plats as much as they can handle.
You guys weren't in chat this morning. I almost voted 2 guys off our team this morning because they were talking about keeping it turned down low for demos. I was like, whoa.
Oh, whoa.
We don't do that here.
That's blasphemy, dog. You can't be saying that.
Dude, I'm going to tell y'all this. I am going to be giving this build here the beans out the gate. Like,
oh, yeah.
Look, I'm going to be the first one in line is what I'm hearing. Because if it don't go south, I'm going to be upset if I miss it.
Because,
I mean, just imagine how many people have that same thought in their mind. I'm going to be the first one getting a demo of it. I mean, an aggressive line. People be fighting over it.
I hope it's a good turnout at Ruckus, man. I was going to hold out and just bring it to Ruckus and let it rip, but man, I just had stuff, dude. I've literally had hundreds of people inbox to me, asking me if I was really doing a no wall, or if I was really doing the truck, or if I was building the van, and so forth like that. Okay, there's your paper right there, baby.
I'm reading Ben's in the chat here, and he says, I'm going to turn it up till you tap. Ben, I'm a hard nut to crack, dog.
Jason the Clue says, Matt Brown, you better give all the sauce.
That says something right there.
I hope to see him at a show. I'll give him what I can give him, I guess.
You better give him all of it.
Yeah, we all do.
Good luck.
We all do. I think that's the consensus of the audio community.
Let me borrow a burp van. Bolt them in. Bolt them into it.
Sauce them up.
Oh.
But,
where's your baby at?
No, that's definitely cool. You know that the salt shaker. Is it going to be the shaker 2.0 or?
Yeah, it's just Salt Shaker V2.
Nah, dude,
Shaking
you
me
need to be
too?
the pepper shaker now. Like, dude, like you're spicing it up, dude.
Nah, dude. I gotta leave it to salt shaker, man.
All right,
Some
well,
of
I'm
that
looking for a
some
pepper
of that
build one of
pink
these
Himalayan salt.
days.
Some of that
Pink
good stuff.
Himalayan.
That Himalayan salt, dog.
Some of that Himalayan
I
salt.
can't afford no salt right now. I'm broke,
Yeah,
Hey, it'll be worth it though, man.
yeah.
man.
Bro.
Well, dude,
That's
listen,
awesome.
thank you so much for hopping on here real quick.
Yeah, man, no problem, dude. Thank y'all for having me, and I appreciate it. And I'm
We
just
hit-
closing down the storm, just all over the place, kind of. But
Well, listen, we hit 70 viewers with you on here. People were fired up to see you and excited to see the build. So thank
Hell
you,
yeah.
man. Appreciate you.
yeah, fellas, y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all, and
You
I'll see
too.
y'all at Ruckus, man.
All right,
Have
take
a
it
great
easy.
night, man.
All right, y'all have a blessed one. Night, y'all.
You too.
Too.
Oh,
Dude.
I
Dude,
shoulda
He's
asked him if
always
I-
a good vibe.
He is a
Always.
very good
Vibe.
vibe. He is a very good vibe.
Like, I don't think at shows. I don't think I've ever seen him like pissed
Upset.
off. I'm sure he gets pissed off like the rest of us, but I've never seen him in a bad mood at a show.
Oh,
He's
for
just
sure. Dude.
always
He's always
assistant.
he's always feeling good and doing cool things, man. Hey, Kane, do you have those live feeds pulled up still?
Yeah.
Pull up. So, guys, listen. I do want to take just a minute here. I know that we're going to hold this storm off here for a little bit, but we're working on doing something for it, and I'd love to get your guys' feedback if that's something you guys are interested in. You guys know, I think it's getting ready to make landfall. I think it already has, but I think
It has. I'm
it's
pretty
a
sure.
big storm surge right now.
so down in Sarasota, Bradenton, St. Pete, Tampa Bay area, they're getting ready to get hit with that hurricane. It's been all over the news. Everybody,
We got a
knows
guy in the
That's
chat
where I
right now,
used to live.
Ricky Bright just said he's sitting in a hurricane watching us live right now.
Well,
Dog,
we're
You
praying
got
for
that
you.
dog in you, fam, and I appreciate you, and I hope you guys are staying safe. We're gonna pull this up here real quick. That's what they're going through right now. Those winds are insane. I believe there was 120 mile an hour
Hold
wind.
on, let me stop you there.
That's what
Are you sure
I'm
this
watching.
is
I'm
the
watching
current
things
hurricane, or
too.
is this upcoming footage from Hurricane to Clue?
Oh,
Okay.
shit, dog.
Because
Might
that
be
looks
hurricane-
really violent. And the Clue's in the chat.
You
He
had
might
to
be able
do that,
elaborate
didn't you,
on that.
Rob?
Is this what we can expect?
You
Tell
had
me
to,
more.
Rob, didn't you?
Look, he just broke the internet.
He just
I'm not
broke
getting
it.
in there to Clue. If that's what it's going to do, I'm not getting in there.
But listen, guys.
Category 5.
But listen, guys, this is a horrible storm, and so we're going to see how this plays out and what we're going to be able to do to help with everything. So, guys, keep that in mind. We can all come together later down on the road once we figure out, how bad things really are. It'd be really cool for us to pull together as a community. So just keep that in the back of your guys' mind. So we're praying for everyone.
My town just sent 3 truckloads full of freaking stuff down there.
Really,
There's a lot of base heads in Florida, too. I mean, I know there's other people, too, but as far as our community, there's a ton of base heads in Florida.
dude, it's hard to watch that, man. It is horrible.
Yeah.
That's
It's just going to get worse and worse.
We've had family that evacuated out of there. That were in the Tampa area, friends that had to leave their house out of Sarasota. It was absolutely crazy. So, gosh, it's a hard thing to watch, dude. I'm pulling that down. I can't watch that. Like, it's rough. I just think about our community and stuff because Florida is a central hub for audio. Like, it reminds me of like North Carolina. Everybody's in North Carolina. Pretty much in the audio community. So when you see Florida, that's another hub down there. It's just crazy. US Amps is down there. Big Jeff is down there. Rogue is down there. Scar is down there.
JL.
Is JL down there? No kidding. I did not know that. JL's down there. We got Eric's down there. He's holding down. Eric, I hope you're safe, man. I hope your family's safe. Goodness. Otis is down there. What part is Otis in, though?
Otis is in Riviera Beach. Not Riviera Beach, but right near there, sort of. Hold on.
He's thinking.
Sorry.
He's loading.
No, I'm just Lake Worth.
Okay.
Lake Worth. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit south.
So I don't know if you guys know or follow him, but Cletus McFarland.
Yep.
He owns a bunch of land and a racetrack down there in Florida.
Yeah.
This past week, he took his private helicopter that he just got the week of the hurricane that hit North Carolina.
It was flying up.
He was up just flying back and forth, dropping supplies, picking people up, taking them to safety. And the reason I bring that up is because I was watching his video where he had some footage from his helmet cam, and the top comment was Drew Jones. And he commented on there and basically said, one of those times where we made the right person famous.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
Because he's literally using his platform for good. Because that dude's just all this past weekend just giving people free supplies and getting people to safety.
And that's something that, we're never on that scale. Like if I don't have a helicopter yet, okay, it'd be cool if I did.
Yeah.
But Kane, got to put in more overtime, Kane, so we can get that helicopter, all right? But
I also heard that, not to cut you off, but on the same thing as Elon, even though some people may hate him, but he was just dropping Starlink, getting everybody internet to make sure they were okay and helping people, and he was trying his best.
Regardless of your political side,
set that aside.
It is crazy to see private citizens coming together the way they are to help one another out at a level that you're not. It's crazy. It's not really on the news as much as you would think it would be.
No,
the scale of damage that's going on, it's not covered as much as you would think.
So, guys, let me know in chat if you guys would be interested in getting involved with something that we put together to help this community out, because they're going to be affected and it's going to be ugly. This is going to be rough. I think they called this 100-year storm for Tampa.
Pretty sure it's a Cat 5, and if there was a Cat 6, it would be on the verge of a Cat 6.
And I want to take a moment just to highlight another really good dude in the audio community that's been doing really good things. That's if you guys know him, Mike J. He's been posting all over his social media. He's been taking donations. He's been making trips back and forth, just donating trailer loads of supplies to these people up in North Carolina.
Bruce.
Looks like we got a lot of people ready to show some support and love for this. I think we're going to work it out. I want to make sure that we get into contact with the right channels to make sure supplies go to where they need to go. But there's a lot of family down there. There's a lot of good people down there, a lot of audio guys that could really use some help. And I think our community needs to stand up and flex our numbers a little bit and make something happen, because we're a big community. I know we're small. Everybody, like, audio always gets dogged on, like, oh, it's not as big as other hobbies, but we're huge, man. We got a lot of people. It would surprise a lot of people. It really will. But gosh, that's a hard thing to talk about, man. Phew. It's rough.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to sit here and like be happy and all excited.
I know, man. I'm just thinking about what's going on.
Like who are in Tennessee, North Carolina. We got guys in Florida going through this, and their family. And it's just kind of a word I use still. It's like a buzzkill. You know?
Yes, I mean? Dude, it is.
It really is, because it's hard just to kind of, put on that facade and just, this and that, when like people that we know and we meet and we've talked to and gave demos to and are close to and Facebook friends are actually dealing with this, man. And I've been so like involved with it for the past few days. It's been crazy. You know what I mean?
What's a real blessing is the majority, I'd say the vast majority of TCP are from North Carolina and live in North Carolina. And so far, none of them haven't had any issues related to the storms, which is a blessing. It's crazy to say because it hit the majority of North Carolina, I want to say, at least the western side.
Yeah, it was up in the mountainside, yeah. I think, I know JS, they got power knocked out. I know they were kind of affected by things, but I think that they're organizing something down there too. So there's a lot of things that the audio community could do to either help out in Florida or North Carolina. And so whatever we end up dialing together to put in, we're going to make sure that we get as many people involved. Paul, you said you grew up in that area.
No, I lived down Tampa, right above Tampa in Clearwater.
No kidding. You guys never got a hurricane like this down there, did you?
No, not at all. I mean, you got your nasty rain, but nothing like this.
Nothing like this.
No, nothing like this.
This thing's huge.
Crazy. Oh, it's insane.
Wasn't it recorded at like 175 mile an hour winds?
Yeah, but that was out off a landfall. It died down to
It's twice the same. It's twice the same, or it's twice the size of Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Corey Wright says he lost his favorite Chinese restaurant.
We lost.
Man,
that's a struggle.
That's a damn shame.
Never mind. That does suck. But all right, we got to get some audio talk here because
positive stuff.
I got to get fired up here. Okay.
We do.
Okay. So listen, if you own a business in car audio, I hope you're in here watching it, because I am really interested to hear somebody like you guys chime in. Ben, if Ben is still in here, I'd love to get his input on this. Guys, we hear this all the time. I want to be sponsored. I've got, as my business continues to grow, I keep getting this email. It is I don't want to say it makes me laugh, but like it's something that needs to be talked about. So in these emails, it's, hey, my name is so and so. I've got this build. Hey, I'm looking for a sponsorship. Done. And it's not the right way you go about asking for a sponsorship. Would you guys agree with me on that?
Yep.
100%.
And so I think what we should talk about right now is the do's and don'ts of
What's up, Jay?
Of sponsoring. Jay, what's going on? Donnie is in here and he goes, Jace, will you sponsor me? I love you. That was funny. Gosh dang it, threw me off. So guys, what do you think should be the proper way of approaching a company about sponsoring?
Well, what do you mean sponsoring?
I hate that word sponsor.
Yeah, well, what do you mean sponsor?
Well, I like this. Start getting into it.
You're gonna give me equipment, or you're gonna give me a discount, or what? Let's start there.
Is this quid pro quo? Are we expecting things of each other?
Well, according to the definition, if you are sponsored, you're given.
So given.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you pull up those book dictionary words when we're talking about roundabouts next time, so you know what they're actually called?
Because
people in Quality don't know definitions.
Well, for somebody like me, who I drive up and down, the East Coast to go to pretty much every show that I can, I don't ever, nor would I ever ask somebody or a company for something for free.
Right.
And I'm on Team Fi, and I'm not going to say what the benefits are, but I don't get nothing for free, and I wouldn't want nothing for free. I want to be on Team Fi because I run the best subs in the industry. That's why I'm on Team Fi. That's just what it is.
Blaine bounce. Blaine's bounce, dude. Blaine's out of here.
Welcome back.
What's up?
So here's what I will say. It is very rare for a company to ever give you free audio equipment. Okay? Very rarely. Yeah. With that being said, I think when you say a sponsorship, I think most people are looking for a heavily discounted product. Here's where it gets dicey for me, okay? I appreciate you asking. I appreciate your enthusiasm and your excitement. The thing that I hope people understand is that when you see somebody who is sponsored, I want you to look back and see how long they've been doing audio and how they got their sponsorship. Most of the time, these guys are running this said brand for years. Sometimes
and already bought equipment.
Yeah, spent real money on this stuff to then get their balls scratched at a later time period with a quote unquote sponsorship. And 9 times out of 10, you will
discount.
Have to ask for a sponsorship. Number one, it's usually offered to you. Number one, and it's a discount. You're gonna, hey, thank you for spending all this money. Let me take care of you now. Let me help you out just a little bit. I think people need to understand that. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Blaine, what are you doing down there, dog?
So years ago,
I'm intently paying attention. I'm listening, admiring.
I see you got that leg all kicked up, baby. You're looking good.
I'm completely understanding what you're saying.
Almost looks like you're, looking at a sunset.
Well, yeah, the sun's
Thank God for that glare.
The sun's
I don't know how much
down.
they're paying this sun clown to do all this advertisement.
Sun clown.
Well, you know what? Whoa, no name calling. It's called FI because you guys can't spell anything further.
We're not going to do any name calling. We're not going to do any name calling in this
called
stream.
Fi, not FI. There's no space between the F and the I. But actually, it's funny enough that he's over here pointing at that Sundown banner because some years ago, I actually submitted a team package to Team Sundown. And I did not get it, but the way I went about it was I built an entire slideshow deck. It was who I am, where I'm from, what shows I typically go to, how frequent I go to these shows, what equipment I already run, what I'm looking to do in the future. Because ultimately, these companies want to know, what's their return on investment? If they give you a discount or if they invest some type of equipment on you, how's that going to further their company? You got to scratch their back too. It's not all about just getting something for free. Blaine's over here every week with his Diet Coke, but I'm pretty sure Diet Coke has not provided him any free product.
Yet. Oh, they could care less about me.
Yet.
He said they make a quality product. That's all he cares about.
But they haven't reached out yet.
Yeah. Eventually, they're going to hear about him.
Somebody tag him.
Yeah, tag Diet Coke. Get him in here.
Dude, the second that happens, oh my goodness.
Oh, there'll be signs.
Dude, there'll be signs. Blaine's head.
I'll be busy on Wednesdays at 7:35. There will be signs.
He's going to have a Diet Coke fountain in his house.
Dude, could you imagine that?
Oh,
his whole build goes from sundown theme to Diet Coke.
Blaine gets up and walks to the Diet Coke fountain and like puts his head under it, gets a drink, walks back.
You won't be able to talk to Blaine anymore. He won't. You have to talk to somebody to get in touch with Blaine.
Yep.
Have your people call my people.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Shelby.
Shelby deals with a lot. Shelby.
Yeah. Yo, Shelby is like a trooper. And we actually not like a trooper, not like you, 5-0 Jace. She's
Dog, hold up. I got pictures. Caden, I gotta have you pull this up.
Oh, what did I do? I didn't do anything.
No, I got you.
We're about to start sending shots at one another with photo evidence.
But,
no. This isn't edited. This is legit.
We talked about like how the wives and girlfriends like hold us down, and a lot of people probably don't know, Robert, but your wife Jeannie, she is a natural
Genie in a bottle.
She has a nasty build going on.
Yes, but I can't sit here. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking at this photo that Jace just sent.
Yeah, 5-0 Jace. 5-0 Jace, baby. I got evidence.
Are you like in your ROTC?
Oh
like,
my gosh.
You are.
Jace, you sent it. Pull it up. Here we go.
Where's it at?
People joke and call me the Fed because I work for the federal government, but Jace, I would never have sent those photos out to people.
So listen, guys. So Blaine nicknamed me in one of our group chats 5-0 Jace. I don't even remember the reasoning for it.
Because you wanted to be a cop, you were telling homeboy.
So I found these pictures from when I was in high school, and I sent them to Blaine.
Oh, you would have. I would never put that on the stream.
Look at me. I was a detective, boy. You better watch out.
Was that a Diet Coke can that you're?
Yes, it is. Blaine, look at the signs,
he's making.
Dude.
He's about to start whipping up some cookies with that Coke.
That was really a Diet Coke, like 1 liter.
Dude, I was look at this. Like I was a dog. I had my belt on. I got my plastic strap. Dude, you don't mess with me at school.
Dude,
my opinion of you might have changed a little bit.
My opinion just changed you, dog. You're out of here. Problem solved, dude. Problem solved, dog.
Baby Jace, I don't think he looks much different.
Are you done now? Are you done?
All right. So back to what Blaine was saying. Back to what Blaine was saying. He was talking about my wife's new build, and and I'm gonna get to my wife, but before I do, I want to highlight the women that were a part of our team before my wife. I want to give them credit too, because first off, we have Debbie Jaco.
Paul down there.
We got Debbie Jaco on our team, who has a windy build.
Definitely.
You can find tons of footage of her build on Jerry Jaco's Jerry Ain't Loud YouTube channel. Yeah. And she was a big factor for why my wife wanted to get into it. Like my wife, she puts up with my shit all the time. She hears about me talking about it all the time. It goes one ear and out the other. But when she sees another female at a show that's into it at that level, it resonates a bit more. I mean, I'm speaking for my wife. I don't think she's going to come in here and jump on camera because she's in her nightgown, but she's watching this right now and she's in the comments.
Oh,
but another lady that joined our team who has a build that literally shits on the majority of men in Car Audio's build. She goes by the name Lady Ninja. She has a excursion build that has 8 Phi MT15s on 8 Ruthless 10Ks. This build took home deadliest demo of the day at the TCP annual show. She took home loudest female of the day. Now, by the way, this is before she was on TCP officially, so there was no bias. She was just legitimately there taking people's souls all day. I got a demo from her build first thing in the morning, and the rest of the day, my sinuses were jacked up. So my wife sat around next to Anthony with his Star Wars build, next to Ninja's wife, and just saw her breaking people all day long.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we got home Monday morning, I woke up to a text message that said, "Let's make a deal." You give me your Tahoe, make it windier, and you can get another build.
Oh, snap.
Within 9 minutes of her sending me that text message, I had a text message from a close friend who said, "Hey, man, I'm thinking about selling my build. Do you know anybody looking?"
Boom. Done. Locked in.
I found it.
The
It was
stars
fake.
have aligned.
And she wanted a windy build, and it's a windy build.
Can I
yesterday,
throw a video up of this real quick?
Oh, yeah, if you have a video, go for it. Oh, yeah, my daughter. McKenna.
Was this her first demo, by the way?
This is my daughter's first demo. She's never wanted to do it, but my wife convinced her to go out, and she loved it. She came home and was
Oh,
like,
dude, that's a real smile. That is a real
yeah.
smile.
Yeah, she came home and said she wants some speakers in her Altima.
I was
She
about to
starts
say-
driving in 2 months. She'll have her actual license in 2 months.
The Ultimobile.
So I have an Altima that was mine and my buddy Eric's before, already completely Vibraflex, roof, floor, trunk, everywhere, doors, all Vibraflexed, ready to go. And when she says she wants a system, I'm not going to give it to her right away because she needs to get used to driving without distractions first.
What up, Log?
But come next year, there's a good chance that she might have some of my wife's subs out of her build once we switch those.
Oh, boy.
Or she might have something crazier.
Oh,
But she will be the
snap.
loudest female in her school. She'll be the loudest student at her school for
Dog,
sure.
hey, listen, there's an open vacancy for the youngest 16, 17 year old. Don't be stepping on that 18-year-old one, though, but 16, 17, that's open right now. There's a vacancy there that needs to be filled.
So I'm saying all that to say, when TCP goes to shows, all these other teams, and I'm saying this because I want to fire up other teams. I want everybody to have that bit of rivalry, right, to where we all elevate each other. But when we go to these shows, you got to understand that at any show you go to, it's more than likely going to end up being a TCP show. And not only is it going to be, and I welcome any other teams to come on this podcast and hype your teams up. I would love to see it. Because there's some really good teams out there with some really good people and really good builds. But I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a hard time having better builds than the females on our team.
That's facts.
You're going to have a hard time.
That's facts. That's facts. Dude, here's the thing.
Speaking.
This is what I want to see out of our Audi community. We talk about competitiveness and the lanes and all that stuff, and I get it. It's cool. There's a lot of drama that comes from that, but it doesn't do it for me. When you pull up to a show and you got your teams and they're all demoing and they're putting on a show, that speaks volumes. Like, I want that to be, like, I want the conversations in your chat going, dude, why didn't we have all of our members show up? Like, how do we fix this next time? Like, what do we got to do to make sure everybody's here? Because
get rid of them.
Oh, there you go. Just kick him off, dude. Give him the boot.
Off with the head.
Off with the head, dude. We're not even playing games. But what it does is, it's a double-edged sword here. Number one, it fires up your team to get more active in our community. Okay? There's something to be proud of when you're at these shows. The second thing is when all your team shows up, the amount of attendance at that show is now doubled. Because not only are you bringing a vehicle in and yourself, but you're bringing your wife, a child, or a husband and a child, whatever it may be, right? You're bringing people with you. Guess what happens after that? You're getting spectators because people are going, holy crap, this is a mega event. Your first year might not be that big, but your second year, oh my goodness, guys, it's going to take off. And then we have more than one Slamology every year. Everybody gets fired up when it comes to Slamology. Keep that same energy when with the 5 or 6 other shows that you want to plan on attending. Others will follow, I promise.
Jason,
if I get one more comment about my dang battery light.
Yo, Brody Man Bass in here. What's up, buddy?
You got it in pleasure mode. It kills the batteries faster.
We're gonna have to go fund me for Jace's batteries.
Yeah, we're talking about doing hurricane relief and stuff like that. In reality, I need a GoFundMe for
He spent all that money on subwoofing. Got all them teeth and no
taser
toothbrush.
battery is usually that low too.
All them teeth, really?
Jace.
5-0.
Don't tase me,
but
bro.
no, seriously, dude. Like, think about it. We're all. I think everyone in here is trying to go to Ruckus, right? There's a lot of other car audio teams that are trying to go to Ruckus, and we're going to elevate each other because Team Ruckus is going to benefit from all of us coming there.
Oh, sure.
But everyone should have that same fire to, like, our team's going to show up and we're going to show out. We're going to make a statement. You know, there were some
100%.
years where TDH, every year TDH, and this is before I joined TDH, every year at Ruckus, TDH was going to Ruckus and taking home biggest team, largest team of the day or the weekend. And everyone should be striving for that, like pushing to be the biggest dominant presence at those shows. It's only going to make the scene as a whole better for all of us. All the shows are going to be bigger.
Yep, 100%.
Right.
So when I ran TBO, I have biggest team at TBR for Slam.
And you know what else that Paul has going for him? I think
Oh.
2 years in a row he's went to the away team. He's went to TDH 2 years in a row and won what? What'd you get?
Most lit.
Most lit 2 years in a row. You got to earn that. That's not just given to anybody.
That's something to write home about, dude. That's pretty
Dude,
gangster.
Paul had his daughter demoing his build for him so he could go out and prove that he was the most lit.
So here is something I want to talk about, though, and it's got to do with the event. And it's because, again, everybody's got to be on the same page. These teams got to be willing to show up and show out, number one. But, guys, listen, if you put on an audio event and you want it to be special, a good idea is to have your event page and your location and everything set up for people to start marking their calendars at minimum 5 to 6 months in advance. Okay? Because we all have lives. All right? Show in particular, Sundown Show. I'm just gonna say it. It was 2 months before, 2 or 3 months before. Some people can't request time off. It's a great show. It's a fun time. Blaine will vouch for it. And he's a little biased, but he'll say it. We had a great time at Sundown. It was a good time. But at the same time, could the event have been 3 times as big had it been 7 to 8 months out where people could plan their
Yeah, but they don't need it any bigger.
Yes, they do. Bigger the better.
Do you not think they could go somewhere else and fill somewhere else up that's twice as big?
Yeah, that's the goal.
They already know what it is. They already know that place is going to be freaking packed. This ain't news to them.
I just think we should strive to have Slamology numbers at more than just Slamology. I think that show is the standard, and I think everybody else that's trying to do a show needs to have those same goals. They are the bar. They've set it. Okay, when you think about drag racing, there's like 7 to 8 mega drag racing events a year that like everybody talks about going to. All right,
beauty.
That same thing should happen.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say, Caden?
Look at that beauty of a build.
Okay, I thought you said community. And the reason, and I was honing in on you saying community because I was thinking, Sundown, to me, one of the best parts of Sundown show is the Friday before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at Sundown.
Linking up, socializing, hanging out with people you hadn't seen in a while before all the loudness and commotion where you can't hear each other think. Right?
I'll be right back.
And then the same goes for for Ruckus, for TDH. The second day, Sunday before, because we typically at TDH and Ruckus, they don't play their music until around noon for the churches in the area. But you can show up around 10 or 11 those mornings, and that little bit of social time before the show is awesome. I see we got Nick Garcia right here in the chat. If you check it out, he's actually TDH's president, and he says the problem about shows. There you go. You throw it up on the screen.
And keep reading it.
He said the problem about shows this big is they are hard to plan, maintain, require major staff, and takes away from the fun of the show itself. And he's right, dude. Because I'm gonna tell you from experience. TCP this year, there was a select group of us within TCP that really did the legwork on the show itself, the day of and leading up to the show. You don't get to enjoy the show as much when you're stretched thin like that. But that's why, I'm going to Ruckus to chill. Literally, I'm going there to have a good time. Like the stress is off me.
No pun.
It's going to be awesome to go there and not have that stress of having to host the show.
So can I tell you my thought on it real quick? So I have a different take on that. Like a really passionate take on it. Because I agree, it is a lot of work, and nobody really understands how much planning goes into it. But I find, and let me just get this out of the way here. You don't make money putting shows on. If you're putting an audio show on and you think you're going to make big money, figure something else out, okay? Because it ain't, unless you want to charge astronomical money, then you ain't ever going to have anybody show up. All right, but take money out of it because you're not making any. For me, I get a lot of gratification and like a feel-good vibe when I know that I put on an event that people were willing to drive. Blaine, how far did you drive? It's Liberty Bay Showdown.
16 hours, I thought they said.
I think Blaine froze.
Are you there? Dog, are you zoning out on me, dude? Most lit awards goes to Blaine, not Paul.
Hold on.
No, my dog's freaking outside and wind's blowing and just freaking
at least your dog's alive, Paul. What were you saying, Jace?
Okay, how far did you travel to Liberty Bay Showdown?
Me, 7 hours.
All right, boomers. Paul, he's not talking to you.
I think I was like 12.
Okay. So I
Maybe
take
11.
I feel good about being
Longer.
able to put a show on that people are willing to drive that far to. And it is a lot of work. And if you don't have a good team behind you, you're ready to lose your mind. But I don't think it would take the fun out of it for me personally. If I got it up to that Slamology scale, I would feel really honored and excited to be able to put on a show that my community is that passionate about, because that's my goal. And so I don't think it'd ever take the fun out of it for me personally. Yeah, it's work, but at the same time, it's worth it because we see our community grow and benefit from it. That's just my opinion.
You know, seeing our first annual show and how successful it was, and you said it, you don't really make money on car audio events. Yes, you make a return to pay off the debts that it took to build the event, but just from our venue alone, to have the parking in the less preferred grass area that we had this year, it is like $3,000 a day. It might be $3,000 for the weekend. I could be wrong on that. The track where the asphalt is, the more preferred location, especially being hurricane season, is $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
We made enough money to pay off the Porta John rentals, to pay off like the raffle tickets, and the little small items, plus the actual vendor fee. We made enough money to do that, and then have a little money left over to host the next show next year.
Yep.
It's not you're not making a killing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Is there money in it? Sure, but if you're doing it right, you're not making tons and tons of money off these car audio events.
And your goal should be to reinvest it and to continue to make the event bigger. Like,
yes,
that's the goal. We want to do things like this year. We had the opportunity to have the big flag out. You know, it's a 100-foot flag or 150. I can't remember how big it was now. Anyways, mega huge flag. Had to have a crane come in, set it all up, the whole 9 yards. You know, that's a staple for the show, you know? And I don't know what that's going to cost next year. I don't know what it's going to cost in next year or the year after that, but I need to make enough money now to be able to reinvest that in the next year to make sure it does happen. You know, there are things that if you wanted it to be special cost money, and that means you're going to have to pay it getting in. I hear this all the time with, you know, oh, it costs $20 to get into the event. This is crazy. Like, dude, $20 is not what it used to do.
I've spent $20 on a lot of dumber shit than going and enjoy myself for a weekend.
Yep. Think about that. So, you know, yeah, if it's $30 to get in, it's what it is. But know that, listen, if you trust the person putting on the show, then you know it'll be a good time. It'll be worth it. What is this guy laughing about?
Point. Well,
and you know, it's funny you say that. If you trust, go ahead.
It's funny that you're talking about $20 to enjoy yourself for the weekend. We went in and I needed a compass, you know what I mean? Because I'm doing my doors and stuff. I wanted a compass, and went in and it was like $15.98.
Holy smokes!
Are you kidding me? I'm not spending $15-$16 on a compass.
Oh, back in my day.
Wait. Blaine, show what you say is a compass.
What you got for me, Paul? What you got? What do you call that,
dude?
I don't think you call that a compass, though.
Dude, Robert is laughing.
What do you call that?
Absolutely, it's a compass.
I think there's a different name.
On it, moron.
Oh, that's a spinny thing. Never mind. I thought it was one of those squeezy things.
Oh
my dad!
I can't see.
We're arguing over
roundabout maker. No, it's roundabout maker. Aaron Becker wins.
Oh, that's a rotary maker.
Yeah,
it's a rotary maker. There you go.
It's a rotary maker.
See,
okay.
Dad and Sean are saying that's a protractor.
Shelby was
protractor. That's what. I would say protractor.
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Blaine just
is that what you were thinking about, Paul? Is that what
it doesn't say advanced protractor? It says advanced compass.
Blaine just can't never be right.
I'm just glad it says it like
no matter. I can say the sun's out, and they're like, no, it's midnight. You know. But listen, bottom line is, before I just put my foot in my mouth,
say the sun's out, Blaine.
$16.
Jerry wins. It makes circles.
Stereo stuff.
You say the sun's out.
The sun's down.
I thought you would say the sun's down.
Hashtag Blaine. Use it. Save money. Sundown Audio.
So listen to this.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to talk about before we wrap this thing up, because we're at the hour mark here. But Maryland got won a John Hart giveaway, won a beautiful, beautiful box. Okay. Epoxy the whole 9 yards. It came busted up by UPS. They dropped it the whole 9 yards. It was a disaster. She reaches out to John and goes, hey, it's busted up. Not looking for anything. I saw the messages myself. Not asking for anything. Just let him know that it came busted up, but she loves the box and decided to use it. John says, I'm going to make this right. I'm going to send you 2 subs to put in there and get you playing. I apologize for this. Not even his problem. He gave this box away for free. And at the end of the day, still gives up. This is what audio companies need to do right here. This is called good business.
Yeah.
That's called being genuine.
So I don't know your background with how you know Marilyn, but I noticed that Marilyn is in the chat every single week.
She's our arch enemy.
No, it's Jace's
seen her pop up in
nightmare.
the chat every week.
Jace's nightmare is her name.
She's a nightmare. So listen, we met her maybe 2 years ago now?
Before she puts the 15s in.
What? It was just like scuffed up on corners, like busted up and stuff.
Oh no, that's
nothing.
usable.
Yeah, nothing too bad.
Oh, okay.
But came 2 years ago, right? It was the first year we had Patriot.
2022 Slam.
Okay, so she comes over. She cuts a demo from Caden. They start yapping it up. You know how Caden does, a little social butterfly over here.
So
brings her on over to the damn Patriot. Okay, and says, "Yeah, get a demo." Well, she gets in the demo and she just mean mugs it. Like she just starts laughing in the hot seat. It's like, oh hell no.
Was she bored?
She was bored. She's just laughing.
She was literally doing she was like, oh.
Yeah, she was like sleeping on me. So I told her, I was like, come back when I'm on full charge. I started having to puff my chest.
Oh, here come the excuses. I'm not on full charge.
Yeah.
I was down a couple clicks.
In my defense,
I'm down 8 clicks.
In my defense, I was on the 217Ks and we were on 190 amp hour CMAX bank. Okay. In my defense, it was a little low. But anyways, she comes back. I don't tap her again. It was kind of embarrassing. So I said, you just wait till next year. So she comes all the way back to Slamology again that following year. I got 14 8Ks. We bring a Scion that's extreme. We do all this shit, to put up a good fight against her. What does she do? She gets in the Patriot. She straight faces it. Gets in the Scion, straight faces it. And she just laughs at us.
I'm looking at the chat and I'm seeing, she's talking about how you should tell about certain stories. Carrie says she took the van to her dome too. Somebody else says half knob. She says she took a 170 plus hit for.
She did. I was there. I was there
the whole time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm picking up from all of this in the chat, because tonight I've been paying attention. You need to have a show where your mom hosts it, and she has lady bass heads on the show.
Oh snap! Do it on a different night.
Do it on a different night if you want to. Or, I mean, that's if you don't want it to be compared to yours, because if it ends up taking all the views, it's going to make you feel bad.
I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nothing taking this show, baby. Hey, listen, there's only one This Week in Audio, baby, and that's right here, all right? But
I'm telling you right now, you get ladies of audio on this show.
Women
it's going to break the internet, because there's plenty of ladies out there that would jump in here and speak about all the BS they deal with their husbands and their boyfriends, significant others in this hobby before they jumped into it. Or they may give their side of the story of the BS they put their spouses through.
That is
Blaine's wife, Shelby, she's a little too embarrassed and shy to come on. He already told me.
No, she's not. No, she's not. She's so full of herself. She's so outgoing in person.
See? I see Jace's mom. She said, I'll take all the views.
Oh,
all these folks do it.
You better just take a step back there, Mom, before you hurt yourself. Okay, hold up here. Wait a minute.
Blaine wants me to pull this picture up.
I just want a quick shameless plug.
Okay, shameless plug here. What is this?
I don't know. I'm lost.
I'm pulling it up here.
I don't know if you can zoom in a little bit.
I don't think I can.
I just want to say something.
Okay.
What I'm doing right there is I'm heat shrinking libertybassshop.com heat shrink.
Oh, snap.
Over my well wire that I had to pull 200 plus feet up.
Yeah.
Came, and it was like the last 4 feet that had to get redone. And I used about 5 of the Liberty Bass heat shrinks. Worked perfect. It fit. Just wanted to throw that out there.
You know what? That's
that. Save They're not just for audio.
Blaine's trying to get a sponsorship.
This is how you get a sponsorship, guys.
Is this
That
how you
right
get a
there-
sponsorship?
Yeah. Yes. And
Hey.
in a non-professional terms, a lot of meat riding to get sponsorships. And Blaine is doing a great job. Take one, write this down. This is good. This is good. Blaine, I love you for this.
I know you mentioned earlier we're getting up to that hour mark, and I know we're a little over an hour now, but we talked about how we're going to cover a topic of what it takes to join an audio team, like what teams are looking for. And I think that's important for us to cover it before we get off here.
Sure.
Because people approach all these other teams all the time, and I can't speak for all of them, but I'd imagine it's probably really similar experiences. People ask like, "Hey, I want to join. What do I got to do?"
Go to shows. Every single one.
I could have, without Paul even talking, I could have told you what Paul was going to say. Paul was going to say travel.
See,
Travel.
You
there ain't nobody that travels more than this guy right here.
If you're not willing to put in the miles, you're not willing to put in the effort that it takes, it's going to be tough. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I'm not discrediting, I'm not even going to name drop teams. There are teams that will take basically anybody. There are. But if you want to join like a team where they do have standards, you're going to have to commit to it. You're going to have to travel. You're going to have to be active in their chats.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to be going to these shows and showing out. Even when your build is down for rebuild, you still got to go support the team, right? Because, for example, in Georgia right now on TCP, it's just me and Aaron Mills, right? Mm-hmm. I'm constantly in South Carolina with Josh Kingsmore or somebody else helping with a build, or they're helping me with a build. And that's what it takes. You got to be helping each other out. And I can speak to TDH as well since they're not in here.
Look at Chaz for a minute. Chaz has got a build he's working on, and he's been to every show. I've not seen him not miss one show. I feel at least the ones I've been to, and I've been traveling. He's always there.
Yeah. And I'm going to speak to TDH since they're not in here to represent themselves. I know from experience, those guys, especially up in the Virginia area, they're close. They're close to one another. So Julio's always helping out Brett. Nick's always helping out Eric. Larry's always helping out Eric because they're close to one another physically, and they're constantly prepping each other for these shows. They're helping each other out for these shows. That's what goes into being on the team. It's not simply you got a big system. You got to actually have more to offer than just the system itself. I know from how we work in TCP, we're not just going to take anybody that's got a loud system. You got to bring more to the table. Yep. You got to be a person of character. You got to be a person of integrity. You know, if you're known as being a piece of shit, you're not going to make it. Like, we're not going to vote you on. That's just the bottom line. If you're known as being a piece of shit, you won't make it past the voting process. Every team has their own different way of voting people on. They have their own requirements as far as their prospect period. And you can say, oh, that sounds kind of cliche. It sounds kind of silly, biker gangish to have prospects. It's for good reason. You want to fill these people out before you officially let them on the team.
And can I just elaborate real quick?
Yeah.
The easiest way to start that is social media. You cannot be a douche and be super negative on social media.
Can you go back to that picture of TDH?
Yeah.
All right, bring it back up. Make it bigger.
Boom. Paul's off, but we love you, Paul. You're still here.
You got to go back.
Oh, sorry.
And I hope some of the TDH guys are in here.
What was that,
so,
ladies' night?
If you guys notice, there's one guy that sticks out in that picture, and that's going to be Derek, who's got the short shorts, the flip-flops, and the vest on.
Oh, okay.
Good guy.
I didn't see that there.
Hold on.
If you just saw that guy on the street, you wouldn't think, you'd be like, oh, what the hell, right? But that's one of the strongest members on TDH. He's a whole ass vibe every show he goes to. His wife is awesome. And that's the kind of people they're looking for. They're looking for people that are of a certain character, because you have to mesh and vibe well with the team too, or you're never going to make it. If you don't mesh well with the team, you will simply not make it. It's nothing personal. I can speak to TDH. I know it's nothing personal, but you got to click with them.
Yep.
It's a big part of it.
And like I said, you got to all vibe together. You got to mesh.
Yes.
Right.
You have to mesh. And if you can mesh with somebody that's dressed like that, dude, come on. You know they got to have some good people.
He's a good dude.
And
listen, a solid dude.
I'm gonna let this play through here, and I've already played this once earlier, but I want you to watch this. These guys you guys might not know all these people, but look at the energy and look at the dedication that these guys are not family. None of these are. These are friends that came together on a team and are working together. Okay. It's awesome. And some of these I scoured the internet for. Some people I reached out to get some images. It's so true that you have to be able to mesh well with one another to be able to achieve great things, because you can't be a one-man band.
And it's not always just audio. Like, I watched me and Madison actually went and watched Josh Daly graduate college.
That's cool.
We went and sat with his family, in the school, watched him walk across the stage.
That's awesome.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's super cool.
Yeah.
you know, when Caden's ready to do that dive off that board with his synchronized swimming team, I'm gonna be there cheering for him.
He's gonna be the first guy in the stands cheering his boy
You're gonna
on.
look over and see me, and you know you're gonna win, Caden.
So you just shared that last photo. Everybody holding the doors, holding the hatch for their teammate, right?
That's little Jace there in the Liberty back in the day.
Dude, that's it right there. That's a team right there.
That was
helping one another out.
That was Team TC Designs right there. That was my first team that I was a part of, and those guys are all still great friends of mine. Love them to death, and there's
Great
so
guys
many.
too.
Paul knows them. Great guys, and a lot of good memories from being on that team. This is just one of them. I believe we were at Slamming for Soldiers.
My boy Jameson catching fish and stuff. Matter of fact,
if I'm not mistaken,
that kid, he did the knob, and he's the one who actually won that trophy. I took a trophy from 2 kids that year.
Oh my God, Blaine, this isn't something
Sure,
to be
horrible.
Anyway,
about.
I'm a loser.
Oh, look at there, Paul. Look, Paul.
I know the dude standing up top. That's Chase, right?
That's Gage up on top.
Gage.
Chase is on the left.
I can't.
Trace here on the bottom
I
right.
see the Phi decal. I'm guessing on who I'm seeing faces of.
Yeah, so Chase Breedwell's here on your left-hand side. Gage is up on top. Trey's here on your bottom right. And I can't see who that is with the glasses on right there, but I know who it is. I feel like I do anyways. I can't see his face so real well. Anyways, this build, you guys, a bunch of Phi boys down here, you know this build very well. I think Chase just set a personal record in the class when they took this picture. He was making a run for World Finals that year, if I'm not mistaken.
Pretty sure he has 4 Phi Omegas in a flat wall right now.
Yes.
Yeah,
So yep. Yeah, that build, gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely gangster. Good people.
He's been a part of the community for years too.
There's Joby and his crew.
That's Team Imperial, right?
So yes.
They're good guys.
There's Trey again. There's William. Good people, man. And you got to be willing to work together. Look, celebrate your victories together, man. It is a team is a big thing. And so many people take this crap for granted. And it's like, when you commit to being on a team, it's a commitment. It really is.
Yes, I saw somebody commented on this episode when you advertised it. It was either on Blaine's post or your post. And they literally said, I did not know Car Audio had teams.
Whoa.
I'm assuming it's somebody that's friends with one of you guys that just they're not into Car Audio, they're just a friend. But they said, I didn't know that Car Audio had teams. I'm interested. And I could see if I wasn't in the Car Audio why I wouldn't have that understanding of what does that even mean? What's that entail? Mm-hmm. But you get to another level of the hobby once you join a
family,
group of like-minded individuals.
Right.
And it is really cliche to say family. And a lot of the people that are on Team Control Pressure came from other teams. They've been on multiple teams at some point, right? But something that's really like warmed my heart is hearing so many of these people that come from other teams tell me personally, I've never been a part of anything like this. Like, this is different. I'm telling you, I've been a part of different teams. This is different. That makes me so hyped up to hear that. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm one of right now currently 4 captains on TCP. Paul's one of them. Josh Kingsmore's the other, and Kerry Loud Grandpa is the other. Dude, I am so hyped up to be involved with the people we're involved in. In total, I want to say we got around 50 to 52 people currently active on the team. And we do have a cap. We have a 60-person cap, so we are selective on how many people we take in and what kind of person we do take in. I think everyone on this team is very like-minded and that we're fired up. We're ready to go to these shows. We're ready to be dominant at these shows. And I hope that teams that are listening right now, you hear this and you take it as a challenge. Show up. Pull up.
Taking over.
In the lanes.
Pull up
across from us, demoing. That's fine too. Let's see a bigger crowd.
5 Jaces on the case.
I ain't playing, fam.
Show some team pride. I want to see those team shirts when we go to these shows. Let's see who's got these teams with the most loud builds, with the biggest crowds in the demo lanes. Let's see.
Oh, dude, we got some fire.
I'm telling you right now, I'm proud as hell of the team that we built in such a short time on TCP. We're a damn unit. I'm telling you, it's a fucking unit, and it's only going to grow from here. This was year 1 of TCP.
Year 2 is the takeover, baby. Let's go.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild ride. It's going to be a wild ride for Liberty Base this year.
Oh, boy. Listen, I'm just going to leave you all with this. This is going to be the last note we leave on here. I hope you guys are buckling up, buckle it up. Get the 5-0 harness out. See like what I did there, Blaine? 5-0 harness there. Okay, buckle up because it's about to get rowdy for Liberty Base. I promise you. Okay, and nobody's ready for this, but when it happens, it's going to be nasty. So I hope you guys are ready for not only an insane end of the year for 2024. Okay, we got to finish strong, but come 2025, I hope you guys got your teams ready. And I hope you're ready to party because it's going to be nasty.
Hey, because we ain't coming with just girth this year. We got that length too. We got that length. Yeah. We're bringing it all. We're putting it on the table.
Hey. Right there. Flopper out there, baby.
That's all they got to look at.
All right.
Well, listen, Kane, let's start off with you, buddy. Where can we find out? Oh, it's this way. Boom. Kane, where can we find you out on social media?
Caden, use code XBoomin, not Blaine. You save more money with XBoomin. Robert, where can they?
Dude, I don't have one of these cool names that these guys have. If you look me up on YouTube, it's just at Robert Williams 7188. That's where you're going to find all my car audio videos that follows my builds, old videos I have posted on there of old Honda Civics and Nitro Civics, and you're going to see my wife's demo builds on there in the coming months. So tune in. My build's going to be done for a little while, but I promise you, come start of next year, you're going to want to tune into what I got coming with my build. It's going to be crazy.
Robert is so unoriginal. He literally named himself after Robin Williams just to get views, dude. It's embarrassing, dog.
Hey, listen, when I joined the Air Force in 2011, my email that they gave me was robert.williams.138. Okay? If that tells you how many Robert Williams there are, it's a very typical name.
Nah, don't play
Fast forward to this 2023, I got out. Now I'm guard. You know what my new email is? Robert.williams.223.
No, listen, you can
say downgrading.
You can say whatever you want, dude, but you stole Robin Williams' name. I know what you did. Trying to get views, it's whatever, dog. Blaine, where can we find you? It's this way. I put myself in the middle to figure this out. Boom, right there. Blaine.
Yes.
I wanted to make sure I pointed at you. I wanted you to feel
I wasn't going to speak until I was
spoken
to.
See, I can go like this, and I know where you're at.
Oh, you know what, dude? You were practicing. Shut up, dude. Whatever. Here, wait, watch this. Look.
Just listen. Nobody.
No. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Point at me now.
Oh my God, he's got it down.
What about now, huh? Do it now. Do it now. Point at me now. Point at me now, dude. Whatever. The one time I put whatever. You know what?
You're not.
Let's get this guy
before you go on and before you close this out, I did need to give one shout out. I got one. I owe it to somebody. I actually owe it to all you guys, but I want to specifically shout out. Hopefully you guys can see it. That back there behind me, the team controlled pressure team MVP trophy.
Ooh, snap.
It's one I'm proud of, right? You guys all voted for me at our first annual show. Or I don't know if you guys all voted for me, but the majority did.
I personally didn't vote for you.
You weren't there, but we understand. But you were there in spirit, I promise you. But the reason I want to give this shout out to is not only to the team, because I've already told everybody thank you, but also to the AmpLink, Dakota Gulich. He's the one that built these trophies for our show. I mean, you see how large that trophy is, right? That's a special one.
Very girthy.
Very girthy. And I don't have the LEDs lit up right now. That's my fault. But I'm telling you right now, this doubles as a hood prop. If I want to be that guy that goes to a show with a hood prop that takes up the entire front of my vehicle, I could. We'll see. I might do that next year whenever I debut the new build. We'll see.
That's cool. So, Blaine, let me finish up one more time. Quit pointing. Quit. Where can we find you on social media?
Listen, I just Mini Trucker 88. I need like 5 or 6 more like subs until I'm 800. And I'll tell you, hey, I'm gonna make an announcement right now too, real quick. If we can get 100
going to 5
this week, all right, I'm gonna give away a pair of BTR1 tweeters to somebody if we can get 100 in the chat.
Whoa.
With the blockers, by the way. So come on.
Okay.
Better get Big Jeff.
Okay. That's exciting. That is exciting, Blaine. We should have started with that in the beginning.
Well, I was gonna, but you know.
People were yapping. You just got to be honest. Be honest with us here. Were we yapping?
I'm gonna hold my donation for the.
I've learned to shut up.
No, I'm gonna hold the donation that I have for the show for when we have the females only hosted podcast.
I like this.
Then I got a donation to make.
There'll probably be several donations.
There's gonna be a couple. Rob,
sorry.
Paul, where can we find you out on social media, buddy?
Facebook.
On my couch in Pennsylvania.
Oh, on my couch in Pennsylvania, mostly.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, guys, thank you again for another amazing week of This Week of Car Audio. 70 viewers is amazing. We will see you guys next Wednesday at 7:30. Actually, no, we'll be back on our regular schedule next week, 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Oh my
Next
God.
Wednesday. My football team is over after this weekend. Pray for a victory. But we'll see you guys next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Peace
Who's
out.
the guest?
What's the date?
You got to tell them who the guest is. Don't leave them
I
hanging.
believe right now. Sorry, I believe right now we're penciled in to have John Rabe on for the 16th.
Who's that?
He's
That's
just,
This is Sky High Car Audio.
he's just a small little guy, owns a big car audio company. No, nothing big though. But I think I have him penciled. Hold on. I don't want to say this and be wrong. I think he's
Team 5.
Hold on. I'm going to my
Dude,
calendar.
he's got his hands in everything. You got a guy coming on next week that's got his hands in SoundCubed, Trinity Audio, Sky High
His
Car
own
Audio.
line.
What's that?
His own line, Sky High.
Yeah.
I think we're on the 16th. If something changes, I'll let everybody know. But I think we're penciled in for that time. So
That's big. It's a big one. I'm curious to see if he's going to draw more of a turnout than Big Jeff.
well, it's a
For sure
competition.
will.
It's not a challenge.
Only
It's-
one can pray.
It's a challenge now. Well, listen. Next week's gonna be huge. We'll see you guys then. Peace.
Later.
And